is Go Live with Paul. So this is a real estate talk show, and we will be up there now. We are live now, Ryan. So hello everyone who is watching this video or who will be watching this video anytime during this ongoing process. Well, I welcome you all to an amazing show, and it is such a proud moment to be talking to the teacher who teaches us how to do real estate and use technology. I'm so happy, so thrilled, and I hope you people, whenever you come on board or whenever you see this video later on, anytime, because I understand people are busy, Ryan, so they sometimes are not here online, but this video will be seen by many people. So thank you very much for your time. Ryan, I really appreciate you being here. Before I begin with Ryan, I would like to talk a little about Ryan, who Ryan Hodge is. So Ryan is a proud father of 3 boys. Really, Ryan? You look so young, man.
3 boys. 3 boys.
11, 9, and 5. What are their names?
Tyler, Nathan, and Justin.
Tyler, Nathan, and Justin. So Ryan has a degree in sociology and psychology, and with special emphasis on human behavior. That defines you a lot. So he worked in his family business for 10 years, and I wonder if he got paid. And he was working as a national sales manager. Wow.
Yeah.
And it was jewelry manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
So he was manufacturing jewelry before for 10 years, and now he's manufacturing gem real estate agents. Wonderful. You have the same line, right? Didn't change a bit.
I love it.
Human gems and actual gems. So
Well, nothing but gold in real estate right now. If we can get listings up here in London, then we're good to go.
absolutely. So Ryan got licensed in 2008, and his first year saw him help 117 families. Wow, I still have to reach that number, way far from me. So Ryan soon started a large team and grew to a #1 position in the market. Congratulations, Ryan. He later partnered with the high producing agent. Is that Sean?
Yes.
And grew team further, becoming #1 for units and commissions, gross commission. Wonderful. So they own their own company, amazing name, the Realty firm, since 2013, and have recruited and trained over 100 agents in that time. I guess it might have grown by now. Very high per agent production in their market. Ryan is a great coach and speaker at various real estate organizations and business organizations. In 2015, he officially launched Ryan Hodge Coaching and Consulting. Well, congratulations, Ryan. It's just 1 year old. How it's doing?
Well, things are good. Things are good. I mean, we're moving right along in our London market, and honored to spend some time with you today. Our agents here in the London marketplace are certainly navigating through this new landscape because our inventory is so low, and I believe that it is like that among most of our Canadian markets and many across North America.
Wow, just everywhere inventory is a major concern these days. People are not listing their homes. Everybody is looking around. There are no houses available. We are so crazy here. But would you like to say anything that I might have missed as your introduction to the audience here?
No, it's an honor. You're so kind to have me on here and share and contribute about our wonderful city of London. So anything I can do to support you and contribute to others, I'm happy to.
Wonderful. So the purpose of this video, Ryan, is to showcase the top agents from different market areas. So because I think this is a major thing going on here in GTA, where people are unable to find houses, and I think these videos might become handy to them. So they don't know what's going on in other market areas. So I spoke with Cam last time, and he told me that they have buyers market there, and they are looking for buyers. Actually, so many listings available to sell. So how is London doing so far?
So London is on a record-setting pace right now. We are in a seller's market where inventory is low, lots of buyers actively looking, having a challenge finding properties. I believe that we are up about 30% on home sales year to date from last year.
30%, wow.
Yeah, I know our inventory has created quite a stir. London doesn't usually see quite as much activity as somewhere like the GTA. We're usually a little bit more of a stable market, but this one's different. It's unlike any I've ever seen. So the proper navigation through it is definitely important.
Wow. So I see, Ryan, you are doing so much stuff. I don't know how many hours you got in your day. We only have 24. So so looking at that perspective, are you serving clients too, or your main focus in the coaching?
No, my one priority is uh, to serve and support as far as real estate goes. My partner and I started the Realty firm, uh, based on just trying to provide a different opportunity for the London marketplace as far as agents go.
Yeah.
We had some good successes selling real estate for quite some time. My partner for well over 20 years at a very high and successful level.
Wow.
But when we opened the company, we wanted to provide value of a different kind to the agents inside of our marketplace. So we've been fortunate to grow in the London and St. Thomas real estate board,
Mm-hmm.
along with entering into the Woodstock Ingersoll market and the Sarnia board.
Oh, okay.
So our first and foremost priority is the realty firm and the agents, and of course the people inside of the London marketplace, because that's who we service.
Yes.
We continue to facilitate, our own sales teams to help clients, agent referrals, friends and family, and still run a sales business. We don't sell like we used to as far as the volume, but we feel that it's beneficial inside of our market to be in the trenches with our agents, to have a good pulse on the London marketplace, and it's been received quite well.
Oh, very
As far
nice.
as far as coaching and speaking, that's a passion of mine.
Yes.
It's something that I certainly enjoy doing, and we'll see there where that takes me as well.
Well, I will be seeing you very soon.
Yes,
You have an
looking
event
forward.
coming up. So, yeah, I will be there, and I think John Chaplock will be there too.
Yes, we've got four speakers. So it's myself,
Mhm.
John Cheplack, who of course is a good friend,
Mhm.
my own personal business coach and strategist, and just an amazing human being.
Very nice.
We've got James Osmar, who some of you may not know, but he was a long-term Remax agent, selling a couple hundred homes a year. He owns his own software company where he helps agents build out their websites and develop good systems and strategy and value for the consumer. And then Andy Harrington as well, who is well known in the real estate industry as far as understanding how to say the right things to people to perhaps nurture them to the client relationship.
Yes. Yes, that's amazing thing. Like giving to people your knowledge sharing is awesome. And I know your passion. I have seen it. I have experienced it. And we try to get a bit at every convention whenever we see you there. So Ryan, talking about your market, so what are the typical home prices in London at the
Sure.
moment, even though it is a seller's market? So what are we looking at?
Much different than yours.
Absolutely.
We're our average sale price is in and around 315,000 right now.
Mhm.
The most popular house that's selling is a two-story.
Okay.
We have a healthy condo market as well. But just to give you some insight on London, we're about 350,000 people, give or take. A little bit more in the surrounding areas.
Mhm. I'm making notes at the same time
Sure.
so that I don't forget anything because my so many things going on and data is overwhelming sometimes. So
Yeah.
315 is the average price, two-story homes. And how old are these? Are they pretty old or they're pretty new neighborhood we're talking?
They're both. We've got lots of new construction.
Mm.
We've got a really good, healthy residential resale market.
Mhm.
But the average is in and around 315, and that's up considerably. I mean, when you look at where London was even a few years ago, more towards the 260, 270,000 range.
Yeah.
London to go up over 300,000, that's a big deal down here. But it's also a really great opportunity for many people that are looking to invest, with the value inside of London.
Yes. So you're saying you're looking at more investors in your market at the moment. Like we have tons of outsiders coming in. Like Remax report projections were that there will be around 9.9 or 10% of foreign investors here. Are you also getting foreign investors there in London?
We do. We're seeing lots of it. We're seeing a lot of agents from all over, come as far as helping their investors, buyers coming to invest.
Awesome.
My understanding is that, what would your cap rate be in the GTA on average for an investment property? I've heard, 1-2% even at times.
Yeah.
So we're closer to a 5 to 6% cap rate.
5 to 6% cap rate. It's pretty handsome.
It's not 10%, which all of the investor gurus, would say that that's what you want, but we know that that's not really reasonable right now. But it's still an excellent return, especially with, the low mortgage rates.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I can understand that. So mortgage rates are low, but at the same time, the banks have slightly strictest criteria. They are very strict on financing these days. I've seen that happening a lot. And because the market is insane in GTA and offers are being sent as firm offers, and some people are unable to get financing, they get stuck in a situation kind of very bad here. So people are more congested in GTA area because of employment opportunities available here. So how do you define your employment opportunities in London? Someone is moving out, some newcomers want to, if they see this video and they would think London as their new home. So what do you think the employment opportunities exist there in your marketplace?
Well, I mean, our employment rate's pretty steady, like many of the local areas, in and around 55-56%. So that's, relatively, stable, I would say. The benefit as far as London goes is that we are almost like a test city, something like Chicago, where we, get a lot of different, industries entering into the market.
Okay.
We are a large university and college town, so
Yes.
the University of Western is a huge draw and an amazing campus. If you ever get
It
to
has.
London, by all means, drive through the university campus. It's one of those
Yeah.
gorgeous campuses in Ontario or Canada, for that matter. And then we've
Yes.
got Fanshawe College, which has just had a huge expansion
Yeah.
over the last 10 years as well. So, very much about education. Our industry is healthy. We're close to some different manufacturing.
Awesome.
So, lots of opportunity exists here. And, really the state of housing and the value is there as well.
Awesome.
What's amazing is that we're beginning to see, a lot more people that will even commute to the GTA. Years ago, we would get people commuting to Kitchener, Waterloo, or Guelph, which is, just an hour and 10 minutes. But
Yeah.
we're getting more that will, drive even further for the commute. So it's expanding for sure.
Yeah, depends on what time of the day they're traveling. Because I have seen sometimes the highways get clogged, totally clogged sometimes. But you are right. I'm seeing spillover to other areas now because people I know, they are moving away to Wasaga Beach, to Collingwood, Alliston, Hamilton, because there's nothing they can afford in GTA at the moment. So we're talking about residential. Is there anything else that you want to talk about residential, Ryan, that I may have missed?
No, I mean, our residential market is strong. It's a low inventory seller's market.
Yeah.
With the right agent and the right assistance, I believe that people are, finding the home of their dreams.
Yes.
It's not an easy market to navigate, so
Yes.
professional experience, in my opinion, certainly helps.
Yes.
We've got lots of condominiums, as I said, as well. So there's
Yes.
high rise, low rise, detached.
Yeah.
Lots of opportunities for investment in the condo markets, or for people to purchase and live in. And we've got a whole bunch of investment opportunity and commercial opportunity as well.
Yes, that's where I want to touch next. So you talked about condominiums here. So one thing that came to mind about condominiums, how are the maintenance fees in London area for these condominiums? we have way higher in certain pockets. What about your situation in your London market?
For the most part, I would say very reasonable compared to the GTA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The condo fees are not too severe. Certainly, there's certain condominium projects that they're a lot higher than I would personally like to pay,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a personal preference. I mean,
Yes.
the biggest factor with the condo is that status certificate condition, right? So we want to
Yes.
make sure that all of our buyers are being protected, understanding, what the condominium's status looks like and the reserve funds, and that's where a little bit of professionalism and navigation will assist in that.
It requires. So talking about the market, like seller's market. So if we have to tell people what actually works for a home buyer in this like overcrowded not buyers market overcrowded with buyers. So what typically helps a buyer? What kind of professional can help them secure an offer in such a multiple offer situation?
Well, I mean, the number one thing is to be communicating with your clients.
Yes.
I think that is a stat. One of the stats I heard last year was that 72% of all people that worked with agents were dissatisfied with their clients, mainly due to poor communication.
Yeah.
So I believe that if we communicate with our clients on a regular and consistent basis, it will, allow us to stay in the game. I mean,
Yes.
that's really what it's about right now. We want to know what properties are coming for sale,
Yes.
whether or not they're a match to our clients.
Yes.
One of the things that we do as a value-added service is to, prospect as far as, maybe a cold call or even knocking on some doors into areas that are interest to find out if people are considering a move.
Very nice.
We want to take people through the entire buyer cycle so that they are well informed
Yeah.
and that we can secure them a property in a reasonable period of time.
Yeah.
Along with that, you want to look at the negotiation, the background research. Understanding the market is just as much about, navigating through it. I mean, when we know what's happening with things like preemptive or bully offers, as some people call them,
Yeah.
when we know how, to negotiate, on our buyer's behalf with, looking at, removal of conditions or perhaps a pre-inspection, prior to submitting an offer.
Yeah.
What we can do to position our buyers right now so that they secure the property with as little hassle as possible, getting them the best deal. We feel that we're doing a pretty good job, and our agents are doing a great job with that. And it's not easy, but that communication is key.
Communication is the key. I would like to add something here that's my personal experience. How you collaborate on the negotiation table, not with the agent, but with their seller clients too. I was at an offer just recently where my buyer had lost 5 offers before, and we were at this table, and I had a great relationship with the agent, and at the same time, those guys, the sellers, they really went ahead with my conversation and they got connected. So they took my offer, and my guys were amazingly happy. They said, Paul, we never knew it's going to happen. They kind of lost their trust in the market, but then we got them the house. So collaboration is also one of the features which basically is a part of better communication at the offer presentation that I keep telling people. We have to respect each other. We are not conflicting, we are just talking good, and we are just, because sellers are trying to protect their investment, buyer is trying to protect their money, and we are there as mediators or messengers to make the things work out in a reasonable fashion. That's all we do, isn't it? So for buyers who are represented by a good professional agent, I think they always end up winning somewhere.
Well, my business partner, Sean, he's always referenced that it always takes a willing buyer and a willing seller.
Yes.
It's not the buyer and seller that usually crush the transaction, and more often than not, it can be us as agents.
Yes.
And so, what I'd like to see, a little bit more of is that, relationship side of the business between the realtors where, they're getting to know each other. They're getting
Yes.
to know how each other does business. It's something that's been lost with, the communication that we have right now and
Yes.
every single means that we have to doing it.
Yes.
And I think that when we begin to communicate a little bit further, not only with our clients but with the agents, it's going to make the process a little bit easier. I had a mastermind that I facilitated at my office. So we've got a group that will come in once a month, and we just keep it open platform. And we're blessed to have one of our market's most recognized agent as far as professionalism. His name's Dan Fraley, and sharing stories to some of our newer agents yesterday about how to navigate through that offer situation, by being present and by storytelling and sharing the story of the buyer.
Yeah.
Sharing the fact that they can perhaps finance the property even if it doesn't appraise quite well.
Yeah.
So those are the types of communication and negotiating strategies that I believe, if agents, position themselves with, they'll have far more success in this market.
Yes, there are. What I wanted to tell people who are buyers or maybe looking at this video is that they should be looking at a bigger picture when they decide to work with a realtor, because that's the first step. If that is slippery, everything goes slippery then. So it has to be a very cautious approach who they are working with. So Ryan, you were talking about rate of return between 5 and 6% earlier in this conversation. So was that on a residential we're talking, or was that commercial we're talking?
More on an investment property, a duplex, triplex, fourplex, things like that.
So you also work multi-unit like residential properties like 50, 60. Are there many properties there that can be investment properties for any investor in here, and they can think of moving down there?
Yes, we've got a very healthy investors market. I mean, not a lot of it up for sale right now, but
okay.
We've helped a few people secure duplex and triplex in the last couple of weeks. Even within my own sales team.
Yes.
But it's a healthy market. I mean, when you've got a university town as well, they don't always stay university investment properties. A lot of times, depending on where they are, maybe people turn them into executive investments.
Okay.
So there's a multitude of different platforms for investing here in London.
All right, amazing, awesome. So basically, so many options exist. And today we are talking with Ryan Hodge from the Realty firm. He operates in London, Ontario. So if you just joined this conversation, well, this is a heads up. We're talking about market, and according to Ryan, the market in London has gone 30% up from the last year, which is pretty awesome. It's seller's market in London, Ontario, and an average price is $315,000, two-story houses, and nearly 350,000 population in London, Ontario. So if you guys are thinking of settling down in Canada and very much worried about GTA, Ryan Hodge is the guy to contact. Ryan, I have your phone number here as 519-601-1160. I stole it from your website.
Very good, very good.
Is that correct?
Well, I was going to give them my cell because we're such close friends. I figured my cell, but my office number is fine as well.
Yeah, no, I will come down to that as well. I can change the number to your actual contact number. I sent you a messenger message, didn't get, I think, or I didn't see the reply there.
I did.
Okay, I will post it here again. So are you, we talked about employment opportunities. So what about opportunities for those people who want to be self-employed in London, Ontario? How many exist, and what kind of opportunities they're looking at?
Well, I mean, you can certainly buy businesses. We've got a healthy retail market.
Okay.
We've got a wonderful restaurant market.
All right.
So those business opportunities certainly, come up from time to time.
All right.
We've got a great, agent base of commercial agents that, facilitate with lease space and purchasing of commercial buildings.
Okay.
It just comes down to the type of business that you're looking for. I mean, the wonderful thing about London is we've got a lot of space around us as well. So they continue to build outwards, and the opportunities continue to exist.
Very nice, because not everyone wants to be employed. I'm seeing a switch in the mind. People are looking at different opportunities where they don't want to be fired away by their employers now. So,
Mhm.
so I guess your team also helps people buying businesses, buying commercials, or putting them into the houses of their choice. And you guys are very strongly positioned in the market. Um, so, why would do you think immigrants should choose London as their home? You want to say something, appeal to those people, showcase your London, so that they can think, oh, there is a world beyond Toronto or Mississauga and Brampton as well.
Sure. Sure. Well, I think that, number one, value is certainly here. There's a big difference inside of London than many of the other markets.
Yes.
Like I said, we're notable for not only our universities and colleges, but we're known as the Forest City. So we've got just amazing parks and recreation inside of it. Our school system is very well regarded as far as the public schools, the high schools,
Awesome.
of all different nature. So we've got opportunities for everybody here in London. I mean, it's a wonderful city that's not too big. It's very easy to navigate around. It's got strong 401 access, that you can
It
get
is.
to. You can get to Toronto within 90 minutes, basically door to door.
Yes.
And you can get to Detroit, Michigan, in about the same time. So we're right in between Detroit and Toronto.
Awesome. Awesome. So, newcomers to Canada, listen to Ryan Hodge. So, he's the guy there. So, you will love working with him. I'm pretty sure about you, Ryan. That's why I'm so confident talking with you. And I know nothing can go wrong when people are working with you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Well, this is my personal recommendations to anyone who comes across this video. And do you want to add anything to this conversation, Ryan? We are just nearing the end of our conversation, but yeah, we can just anything that you have to add.
Well, it's always an honor to connect with people, and I know that you are a relentless learner of real estate knowledge, so that you can contribute to your clients.
Yes.
And I believe that you're contributing more and more to the real estate industry on the whole. So, I'm just honored to be here and spend some time and see you. I always have a great time when we chat live or online, and it's a pleasure. So thank you.
Well, honor is mine because I say, hey, I asked Ryan, but he has so many things going on at the same time. Will he be able to devote some time here? And anyways, really appreciate your being here. I would like you to share your contact information at this moment.
Sure. Well, I can be found at www.ryanhodge.ca. That's my London, Ontario real estate website. You can also reach me at www.therealtyfirm.ca. So that's our brokerage and company. By all means, call me direct, 519-859-5408. We're at my office, which is 519-601-1160. And if I can serve and support in any way, I'm happy to anytime.
Wonderful. So, guys, so you heard Mr. Ryan Hodge talking about London, Ontario market. It's not far from GTA. You guys can think of this as your new home setting in Canada. It's a cool city, and I know I've been through this place many times. After watching this, if you have any questions, well, you can shoot the question here on comments. You can tag Ryan Hodge, or Ryan Hodge, I guess he will be watching this video clip later on, and he will be happy to reply to your questions there. So you can always contact him, like he just gave your phone number. I'm sorry I didn't note them down, I should have.
That's okay.
Yeah, you can contact him. The number of his office is being it's scrolling on the lower screen, Ryan. So we'll keep talking to you, bringing out of area market, providing potential opportunities for you guys to settle down in Canada outside of GTA. I guess that will lessen some pressure on the market here. I think that will be better than government trying to impose taxes. It's okay to move an hour or 2 hours away from GTA. Things are good. So you guys call us. My phone number is 647-333-2273. Ryan, give your number once again, please.
519-859-5408.
There you go. Thank you very much, Ryan. Really appreciate your being here. I cannot express my gratitude to you, brother. Thank you very much.
An honor,
Thank
my
you
man.
very much.
We'll connect real soon.
Absolutely. Take care.
Take care.